Hi, this is David with davidspassage.com coming to you with another video, and today I am doing a little day hike with a couple students of mine. One of the things I love about my job sometimes is I get to work with you. First of all, I get to work with kids. Second of all, I get to take them on fun outdoor stuff. And so we're on the North Country Trail in Pittsford, Michigan, or Osseo, Michigan, one of the two, in the Lost Nation State Game Area. And it's just a 7-mile hike we're going to do today, do a little lunch on the trail, but where I'm getting them ready for a backpacking trip that I'm taking them on at the end of July. And so I'm going to show you some of the trail here at Lost Nation. It's a great place, beautiful day to hike, low 70s, it's gorgeous. So we'll see what happens.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Look at that, Andrew.
Whoa!
Just a little panoramic of just off the trailhead here. All kinds of cool.
See those insects that are on top of the water?
Where?
Right there. It's up on the top of the water. That's around.
Just coming along the trail here, we came across this bridge. This little bridge used to be a road many moons ago, and this is the first stretch of water you'll cross if you put in there, if you start at the Bird Lake Road. But it's the St. Joe of the Maumee River, and it starts here in Hillsdale, in the Hillsdale area, and it goes all the way to Toledo and then out into Lake Erie. So, and our guys are still holding up okay. I don't think we're very far on the trail though, probably only a half mile or a mile maybe.
I almost fell on Adam.
You almost fell on that?
Maybe 3/4.
I fell down.
Yeah. We come out here on Trip Road. This is Trip Road. Not quite. No, this is what we call a temporary trail connector, and what they do for the North Country Trail is sometimes they can't go through there because it's private property. So they'll use a roadway for a little while that you hike down. And you hike on the roadway, and there's our blue paint again. The North Country Trail blue. And you can see it on that sign, on the back of that sign up there. You see that? And that's our blue paint. Anyway, so you hike along the road for a little while, and then you get back on another trail. This is where I caught my first trout.
Really?
Right here?
Yep, right here.
This looks old and slightly dangerous.
Yeah.
There were guardrails.
At one point. Alright, so just past the Rooster Farm coming down here, and we're going to cross the St. Joe of the Maumee River. And I will tell you though, if you come over this in springtime, you won't fall in. I mean, it might be slippy, but it's not going to break. I mean, we just walked on it last week. Anyways, if you come over here in this way, this is at St. Joe of the Maumee again. Just a little creek here, but in the springtime, those rocks, and normally throughout the year, those rocks are covered in water. We just got lucky this year because there's been such dry conditions that these aren't covered. And this is actually a pretty popular spot to trout fish in this area. I mean, some die-hard locals. Kind of neat just coming up here. We're on this big old ridge line here.
Whoa! Wow. Yeah.
All right. I think the technical term for this was lake number 5 or lake number 3 or something. But I don't know what, believe it or not, folks, but you see where those sticks are at down there? That was the bank of this lake, and or something like that. This is gorgeous green. It's beautiful. But but this whole area was underwater just a couple years ago. And what ended up happening was we had a really, really bad rainstorm. Watch your foot, bud. And I see all them trees, those were underwater. Some of them, the tips of those trees may have been sticking up. You can see those. Anyways, this whole area is underwater. And then a couple years ago, right here it says, caution, watch your step there. This was a dam. And
this was the dam?
This was the dam.
Wow.
And it got washed out over to that, I don't think it was quite to that ridgeline, but over there.
Looks like this is the only way through.
And now there's just a little creek that runs through it, but if you look at it, it's just beautiful right here. Look how green it is. That's like, oh, it's just surreal how green that is. But,
Moving carpet.
yeah, it's almost like carpet. You gotta really watch your step through there though, guys. You can't get over how beautiful that is.
This bush is kind of blocking my way.
Just get up.
I can't.
It's got kind of balance on it, huh?
Barely moves, just barely. Oh, that's pretty safe. That's pretty safe.
Seems like The Walking Dead. The roads are abandoned, no people nearby.
What's The Walking Dead? Is that a movie?
TV show.
It's about a zombie infestation, and there's a sheriff, and he's fighting these zombies.
The scenery is very similar.
In this
to
abandoned town. This is like one of the episodes.
Maybe we're there, man. Just kidding. All right, so here the road kind of tees, or not tees, but Y's. And Reading Road wants you to turn right, but we want to get on Gilbert Road here and take a left. And just around this corner up here is a little parking lot for our trail pickup. And there's a ridgeline. Okay, so coming on Gilbert Road here. There's a little parking spot here. You can park here. We can camp back here. We're hitting the trail back, getting off the civilized country, back on the trail. It's a perfect day for this. I don't think I've ever heard birds like that. All right, we just came through Scouse Road there. I don't know if you can see that behind the boys, but I think that's, if I remember right, that's Scouse Road. And this is sort of our last stretch for today. I think I need to get a smaller pack, or cinch up the pack a little bit more for Andrew, but he's doing really well. They're both doing really well for a 7-mile hike. They're first of their kind and fully weighted packs and all that good stuff. So, hiking up here we see witness post, please do not disturb nearby survey marker, and we see this guy. Can you read what that says, Adam?
U.S. Coast and Geodetic
Geodetic Survey.
Survey.
What's the year on it? 1879 to 1932.
Pretty old.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
away.
Cool.
Come on.
We ended up here on Pittsford Road, and I think Andrew discovered that this isn't his thing. I ended up carrying his pack the last 3/4 of a mile probably. on my pack. We just kind of carried me and his pack on my pack, and it worked out all right. But I don't think he's as interested in it as his brother is. But we had a great time, and he did great. I mean, for a 6th grader carrying a fully weighted pack, it's probably about 30-35 pound pack. I don't know. That's pretty good, I think. I was really impressed. He did a great job. But so we didn't park. We parked in this little pull off here on Pittsford Road. We didn't park all the way down to Scouse Road, I think it is, or Squawfield Road, whatever the next road south of here is. But anyways, all in all, it was a good day. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little North Country Trail feature segment on my channel here. Appreciate your subscriptions and your views. Feel free to follow me and here at David's Passage. Subscribe to my channel, or you can follow me on Twitter at David's Passage, and on Facebook at David's Passage, and especially at davidspassage.com. I'll put all kinds of other stuff there. But otherwise, we'll see you around, and be sure to get outside.